guys, this is Rurouni K95 here. Today's video is not going to be just about any type of video I'm going to be doing, but this is a different one, and this time it's a discussion video. And today's video I wanted to be doing something is not about DVD or Blu-ray. It's about something that I have, what it has got to me though as well. You know, these are the ones because... And today, this is going to be a brand new video in this type of form of the discussion video for today. We're going to be talking about streaming services. That's right, we're going to be talking about some streaming services because, you know, like the ones like you have on Roku on there, as well as, you guessed it, on your PlayStation 4 or any game console that has the internet on it as well. And for this obvious thing of this, for this beginner's guide I'm going to be talking about as well, there are the ones, because I'm going to start with the example on here. I mean, if it's a lot worth to watch something, if you're ever streaming movies, TV series, anime, or like certain cartoons via streaming services on here. Let's start off with this as well. Let's say you got Peacock TV. I mean, if you may watch some movies on Peacock TV though, like if you're ever gonna stream any movies on here as well, which is like, especially if you're watching it on demand as well, like if you're into the whole thing of streaming though as well, because it just gives you a little proper way for this if you ever want to watch a streaming movie. Streaming movies on, like, I believe it was other ones as well, because, you know, Peacock has like a whole streaming loads of movies on there, and like documentaries and blah and stuff like that as well. And that's how I wanted to come by, which is, how did all these movies well, every certain movie on there, and then you got other streaming ones. You also got Disney Plus, even though I don't even have Disney Plus though, because some of the other movies have been removed on there. Like, they remove any certain movie on there, like especially the new ones that are added onto that streaming one. Well, come to think of it though, is particularly of whatever you wanted to come by, some of them have mixed feelings with Disney Plus, because despite that, some of the how you wanted to come by for this as well, particularly, and that's, you know, it's just what it is as well. And there's other streaming ones as well. You also got Apple TV though. You know, like if you want to watch, like every Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas though, like if you wanted to watch the Peanuts holiday specials, Apple TV is the to-go-to streaming service on there as well. If you want to stream something on there, especially if you have Apple TV though, particularly, if you have it on there as well, of how I wanted to come by for the curiosity as well, particularly like if you wanted to streaming all these movies on there. Yeah, because let's just it's into the whole thing for this as well. And then you got Netflix. Netflix has like some movies, TV shows, cartoons, and there's some anime on there, or whatever you can find that is available on Netflix though, because particularly, well, because they have like a bunch of movies, anime, and like certain cartoons, but there's some TV shows that I wanted to realize, particularly, like, for example, there's Stranger Things. Like, if you want to watch Stranger Things, Netflix is the streaming service to go to though. I mean, if you even pay for Netflix though, particularly on there as well, because although Netflix has some movies, whatever you could find as well, and this has gotten to the whole thing for how you wanted to get the whole true thing is, though, just considering how if you ever want to create an account, especially on Netflix, even though, well, I haven't used Netflix yet though, but I thought this is all new for me though, particularly because I just wanted to know for this. And now the reason is simple though, and I just want to know of how you wanted to come by for these streaming services though, like Netflix. Yeah, Netflix is the top streaming service that takes the cake as well, particularly, you know, like, even though, because most of those, you know, there's some anime on Netflix on there, especially whatever you can find, that are available though, for the majority of this, accordingly. And for the most part of this as well, because I just wanted to know for that, is how you, one of the most reason about this as well, is that you're knowing of how whenever I come by for whenever you're talking about streaming movies on Netflix or Pluto TV or Tubi or Peacock or any streaming service on demand as well. And the biggest thing though as well, especially if you have Roku TV though, yeah, Roku TV has some streaming services on there as well. And also, you can also stream some classic Peanuts holiday specials like Charlie Brown Christmas, Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, like, especially if you want to watch it on Apple TV. Even though I don't have Apple TV, to be honest though, because I thought this is new for me though, because, you know, I heard that Apple TV is part of the streaming as well, if it is as well. And not only the thing as well, because every streaming services has the hand in every cookie jar, not just the other ones. You also got other ones. You got Hulu. Like, if you ever want to watch a movie, TV show, or anime, or like certain cartoons, like, Hulu is the go-to one as well, particularly if you ever wanted to watch some movies on there. Like, if you're ever streaming Hulu, if you ever pay for the premium on Hulu, if you ever want to stream your favorites to binge watch as well, Hulu is one of them accordingly to that as well. But some of them you have to pay for a subscription on there, especially for Netflix or Hulu as well. Well, there's, as same goes with Apple TV as well as Peacock TV. And also, there's also other ones included that are also part to streaming your favorites to binge watch on there on demand. Let's say, for example, HBO Max. HBO Max has a whole lot of variety of this as well, like certain cartoons like that were originally on Cartoon Network as well as Adult Swim. You could watch them on HBO Max because they're available though, especially of how I wanted to come by and how streaming services has gotten to this, especially like video on demand kind of ones as well. Although I haven't had HBO Max yet, but I thought HBO Max is all introduced to me though, because I haven't been an HBO Max member yet as well, because everything seems to be new as well whenever it comes to having some streaming services. Because it's just a whole multimedia feeling though. That's how you wanted to come by, of how I have whatever the thing for this as well. And especially if you ever want to watch newer titles on there, like new releases on there, like if you ever want to streaming your favorite movies on demand, like especially from like certain streaming services, those are the ones as well. Well, Netflix removed those titles from Netflix, and you wanted to watch your favorite though, yeah, you could watch it on, if you have it on DVD or Blu-ray. Well, personally though, because I'm having the guide about streaming services though, if you want to stream your favorite movies on here for free on here, you also got Pluto TV. You can watch them for free at any time, particularly because I just wanted to know if you ever wanted to come by for streaming your favorite movies or like anime or TV shows or like certain cartoons, Pluto TV takes the whole top notch. If you're ever streaming some movies on here, particularly, and there's also music videos on Pluto TV, whatever you could find with what you're looking for as well, particularly if you ever wanted to watch on here. And there's also like certain music documentaries on here. That's how I wanted to come by. If you ever want to watch Pluto TV, though, how you wanted to come by to this. Yeah, this is all new for me because, and speaking of which, you can watch streaming your favorite movies, anime, TV shows, or like cartoons, or music documentaries, or any kind of documentary in general. You can watch them for free on here. You got Tubi. Even though I watch mostly anime, movies, TV shows, music documentaries on there, as well as like certain cartoons, Tubi is the perfect example if you ever want to watch something for free, though, particularly. Well, most of the movies I have been access to are mostly Italian cinema movies on there. Like, say, for example, like, I think I've watched Boot Hill, which is my first Terence Hill and Bud Spencer movie that I watched on Tubi. Yeah, this is all new because I think I've watched it on Tubi, though, and this is how you wanted to come by for watching a movie on there. As well as most other Italian giallo films I saw, such as, for example, some 70s giallo horror films that were really directed by Italian directors. Let's take a note, for example, The Red Queen Kills 7 Times. You know, because I think that was my first Italian giallo horror film on Tubi that I watched because, you know, it was free. Especially if you ever want to watch something on Tubi and then you have to stop dealing with ads on Tubi, especially if you're watching movies that are for free, though, but you have to deal with these commercial ads on there. Especially because if you've ever not been used to those as well. But that's just besides the point, though, because, and for the whole thing of this has got to my own little curiosity of how streaming services like this is particularly, of how you wanted to watch some on there. Well, I have been watching anime on Tubi as well, especially, and well, there's some, especially if you want to pay for subscription premium to watch them with no ads on there. Let's say, for example, you got Crunchyroll, and you also get HIDIVE, even if you have Roku as well. Personally, I don't have Roku, though, but I do have Tubi on my PlayStation 4, because I installed Pluto TV and Tubi on my PlayStation 4, because I can watch movies anytime, though, because this is all new for me, though, because, especially if you're ever watching those, like, that's how the real question for this as well. I mean, how did all these streaming services have like these certain like where everyone was watching like new releases of movies on there, or like certain anime or TV shows, documentaries, or like certain cartoons and stuff? That's how I wanted to know, because every streaming services is one of them, because, you know, it's just how you wanted to know for this as well. But then again, just considering I have internet on my PlayStation 4, I can watch movies on either Tubi or Pluto TV at any time, because, well, though Tubi, I'm starting to get to learn over the fact, because in my opinion, I'm starting to like Tubi more than Netflix, in my opinion, though, because, well, Netflix you have to be in the mood for, especially if you ever wanted to pay for subscription, though. But Tubi, you can throw it any time. You can watch it for free, though, because if you ever want to stream movies on Tubi, though, because I just wanted to give you for the way. And Tubi is the most streaming ones that I watched the most as well. And speaking of watching movies on Tubi, the movie I just I had to watch on Tubi that I remember which is Raiders of Atlantis, which is the 1983 film directed by the guy who worked on Cannibal Holocaust, Ruggero Deodato. Yeah, that was my first Ruggero Deodato movie that I saw on Tubi, as well as other movies I remember watching, such back in 2020, before the COVID-19 pandemic, because I had to watch some other movies like Savage Streets, as well as the other movies like 1990, The Bronx Warriors, and Escape from the Bronx, as well as Slumber Party Massacre and Bloody Birthday. Any movies I remember, and also Dagon, which any movies I have been watching on Tubi, because my levels of watching them on physical media, as like whatever it's on DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K Ultra, and watching on streaming services, takes me to the whole new level of multimedia feeling of how I wanted to come by for this as well. Although I may collect physical media, especially for DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4K Ultras, but most of the viewing I have is streaming services on here. But I had to watch something on Tubi as well as Pluto TV, because that's how I'm accessed to this as well, particularly. I mean, if you have either Roku TV or if you don't, then you could watch them on there, especially if you have Xfinity, though. You could want to binge watch your favorites on Xfinity On Demand, like if you ever been streaming some movies. And speaking of which, you can also stream your favorite movies that are available on Prime Video by Amazon, by the way. You can watch them on there if you're ever streaming a movie you want to watch on Prime Video by Amazon, because it's just the video on demand as well, or any streaming services that you can watch movies that are available at home viewing, like for video on demand as well, particularly. Like, you want to stream your favorite movie, right? Especially for whatever, as how you wanted to come by for this, hasn't it? People genuinely know for this as well, because I just wanted to learn for this as well, accordingly as well. And the reason why of this, well, this all makes very sense though, because it's something that I really realized that I have been introduced to the whole thing for the streaming as well. Like, if you're watching movies on streaming services on here, you know, for example, like Netflix, Pluto TV, Peacock TV, or Tubi, either if you have Roku or Xfinity On Demand, you're into the whole new level in when you're things of how I'm going to the whole multimedia thing for this as well, because I just wanted to know for this as well, because I just wanted to get into the whole way of this, as particularly of how for what streaming service has a lot for this as well, because we're going to be having the whole thing for this as well. Although however, streaming services is a lot more if you want to stream instead of watching cable TV, though. Like, for example, like DirecTV or Dish Network or whatever as well. Well, and there was a old cable though, which is defunct, which is called which is put out by AT&T, called Uverse. Like, if you're recording your favorite movie or an episode of your favorite TV show, anime, or like certain cartoons as well, that's how I'm wanting to figuring out of what I remember though as well, because most of the streaming services viewing takes up to another level for the whole multimedia thing though as well, because I just wanted to get into my own new leaps and bounds of having multimedia reach to the new level of this as well, because I just wanted to know for this, but then afterwards though, because I just wanted to know about that as well. So, and for the whole thing of this as well, because I just wanted to how my thing for this as well, like, yeah, they're talking about for the whole top notch of this. And also, you could stream some movies that you could find on Paramount Network or the Paramount Plus. That's another, or something like that. Particularly if you're ever watching something on streaming service ones, also as well. Yeah, because I just wanted to get to the whole little top-notch feeling as well. Hold on. If you could ever want to know for this as whatever I want to research on how you want to come by on streaming services on here. Yeah. Especially on the how you want to know for this as well. For the whole, most of this as well, if you ever want to come by, and also you can watch some movies that are, even though there is another streaming service on there called the Criterion Channel. You can stream your favorite movies on the Criterion Channel also. And also, for those who have been watching some sports, there is also a sports streaming channel, which is the ESPN Plus, which is also on there. There's a whole thing for this as well. Yeah. How do all these streaming services have been gotten that much popular? I mean, is there the whole thing for this as well? Like, if you want to pay $10 a month, like the other ones, like, for example, like Prime Video and Netflix, you have to pay for like $10 a month, as well as, yet in the same way how you want to pay $7 a month for Disney Plus and Hulu. Especially if you have a monthly subscription for those basic packages for streaming, though, as well, because how you want it. And also, you can stream some movies on there, on Vudu as well. And there's another one called Crackle, if you want to stream some certain movies on there. That's what I wanted to know. And this particularly just got to my case, though. Whatever I wanted to come by for this, for a whole new level of that as well, because I just wanted to know. I just want to say is that I wanted to get to the whole new thing for how you want to come by for streaming services on there. Yeah. This is the whole new basic level of this as well, because I just wanted to, for the whole variety of streaming services on there. And also, if you have the Roku channel, and there's also DirecTV Now, which is another streaming services on here. If you have Roku on there, like, that's how I wanted to come by to this as well. Yeah. How do I know for this as well? Yeah, because of how you want to know that as well. Because streaming services takes up to the new level of this, particularly of how you wanted to come by of and how I want to know. Yeah. Because that's how I'm giving you the guide to this as well. So that's going to be it for my today's discussion video. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's what I'm going to say for this one. Well, this is my in my whole new discussion video, because I wanted to, this is the first time I wanted to talk about streaming services on this brand new discussion video, is that this brought me to the new level in the whole leaps and bounds in the whole multimedia thing for this as well. Hope subscribe for more content. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel, by clicking on the subscribe button, especially if you're new to my channel. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified also as well for more latest updates. Smack the like button if you enjoyed the video. And also, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know if you like as well. Be sure to check out my Anime Planet or Analyst at your leisure at this point, because I've started getting into Letterboxd as well. And that's all I have what I got for this video. This is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day. This is Rurouni K95 signing off, and thank you for watching my video. And I will see you soon for more videos that I got them planned. And ta-ta for now for this video. Take care.